Welcome back everybody, Mooby Doo Golden Treasure Prospecting. I am very excited, very cold but very excited. We're going to give it a go anyway today. What I'm going to attempt to do today is I'm going to attempt to melt some of my gold down into a ½ ounce bar. I've got a nugget in there that I've melted down separately and previously, and I've added some more gold to it, so there should be enough there to make the ½ ounce bar. I'm preheating my mould with butane just to get the temp up. It's very cold today. We're going to give it a go anyway. I've got a fresh can of gas, so let's begin the process. I'm hoping that it's going to be melted and ready to pour within 10 minutes. So let's give it a go and see how we get on. I've added some borax in now to coat the porcelain cup. Can't even get my words out today. Cold, so let's get some warmth going. Let's go. So I'm going to melt the borax in there first, the flux, and it will coat. So, we've got some decent amount of heat going in there now, and we've coated it so the gold's not going to stick. I should have got it ready before. You can't do it. Note to self, have your gold pot ready open next time. Pour that in there. And here we go. Start heat away, drawing slowly. So I'm expecting the melt to take about 8 to 10 minutes. Might be a little easier because there's a better amount of gold in there today. Today. Are you crazy enough to be out prospecting? That's a pretty cold day to be sure. Got down to about -4 I think in the car. Starting to bead up a little bit, the smaller pieces. Man, this trigger's cold today. Well, that's alright, we're starting to get a little bit of molten going on now. Gold takes more heat than silver. If I'm right, I think silver's about 950 degrees and gold is about 1,000 to get to melting point. So it's got to get pretty hot. finger change because it gets very achy after a while. So I'm using a Vortex Max gas today. My earlier attempts with the butane, you just don't get the temperatures. But with the Max gas, you do. Can we do it? Can I do the pour? Well, we're getting a movable sludge. Well, it's warming up, moving to do HQ a treat today. The heat is tremendous. Houston, we've got some magic happening. So I've got it moving about now. Let's keep the heat going. Not ready to pour yet. No idea on the time here. I don't know if external temperatures have an impact. It does get insanely hot. Okay, we are molten. Look at that. Now you can't see it. I'll try and show you. Keep the heat going. I want this down as pure can be. So we're going to keep the heat on. Some of the impurities, because gold is never 100% pure gold. You've always got silver, copper and other metals mixed in with it. So to get it down to as pure a carat as possible, heat it up, smelt it like this. I am very much a beginner and learning all the time. I'm very much enjoying the process. I never thought I'd have liquid gold in my shed. So let's keep the heat on. Keep the impurities off. I think we're getting ready to pour. Now I know why Mount Baker Mining has gloves. So I'm going to bring it out now. Now I've got a liquid pool of gold in there bouncing about. So now I'm going to try it to get it into the mould. Keep the case up. Keep it liquefied. Now try and heat your pour spout out. You don't want it sticking on there, it does it to me. Now that looks beautiful, so I think I'm about ready to pour. I don't see any more impurities over the top, so I think we're there. So, just turning the gas off there. I've got a little bit clinging, see, a tiny, I'll put that down first. Much more the most sensible thing to do. And if I can bring this over to you, you can see a little bit of gold stuck right on the tip there, right there. Can you see that? There's a piece of gold. I will break that off. It's like a little bit of gold leaf spatter. That's insanely hot. I'm going to dip that. Oh, I don't want to shatter it because the water is ice cold. So I shall leave that there a second. And let me show you this. Very excited. So I'm just going to It's out, it's just over there. Let's get this very hot mould back on. I've got some heat resistant tweezers here. Can you believe it? I just dip that in the borax. Oh my. So, I've got it here, it's very hot. I'm carefully bringing it over to you. There it is. Lovely, chunky slab of gold. So I'm hoping that's going to be about a ½ ounce bar, about 15 plus grams. I'm going to dip it right now. There it is. So what I'm going to do is let's have a little look and check it out. I've got the scales over there, so I'm just to finish off the video, I'm going to pick you up. Excuse the bad camera in for a second while I get myself in focus. Now I bring you round here. Here we go. I've got the little weigh scale area, so I'll put it down there. Excuse my disorganised. There you go. Very pleased with how that looks, I have to say. So let's drop the scales on. Let's see if I can get this down at a better angle. There we go. Oh, 14.87 grams. So it's a tiny bit short of ½ ounce, but it's pretty close. I have to say I am very happy with that. Wow. Thanks for joining me today. That was fun in the heat. Warm my fingers up, an absolute treat. So there you go. After a while of collecting your gold, I pick out my nice bits, my pickers, my little nuggies, and my tiny bits. I turn them into that for safekeeping. This is Mooby Doo Gold and Treasure Prospecting, signing off.